We're in this module looking at the two basic rules of probability and connecting that to what we've learned so far. So the two basic rules, one is called the addition rule. You can see the formula already mapped out here. It's the formula we use when we're trying to calculate probabilities. When we're looking at two events, the probability of A or B occurring would be the sum of those two probabilities, hence the addition rule. And then we subtract out any probability where A and B can occur at the same time. So our first example, since you have the formula working there, looks at this homeowner example. Again, it's not too complex and maybe it's not too real world, but does a simple example for us when we're given the percentage or the probability of homeowners in a large town to who maintain their own yard is 35%. That's event A, that's the Y. 12% of homeowners hire somebody to clean their home, and that's the H, probability of H. 9% of homeowners hire someone to maintain the yard and their home, right? So hiring someone to do the yard, hiring someone to do their home, and 9% do both. So the question would be, what's the probability that if you randomly select the homeowner, what's the probability that someone does the yard or their home? So you would see, you add up the two probabilities and subtract out the and part, and so you get 38% chance that someone hires somebody to help them with their yard or their home. Again, thinking about this or versus these individually, and then those who do both. Another example has to do, again, here's some cards. Here's you may need to zoom in to see, or have a deck of cards to see the different cards in a deck, 52 cards. And then we're computing the probabilities here. Compute the probability of event E, picking a king or picking a red card, a red 4. So you can think about this. There are 4 kings. There is 2 red 4s, the hearts and the diamonds. So what's the probability of picking a king? 4 out of 52. Probability of picking a red 4, 2 out of 52. Minus the probability that you can pick a king and a red 4 at the same time, and that's 0. That can't happen, so that would be 0. There's a 0% chance for the and happening. You can't do both, hence you just add up those two probabilities. Versus this other question, which is, what's the probability of picking a king or picking a card with a heart? And so we do notice the probability of picking a king or a heart. You find the individual probabilities, 4 out of 52 for a king. There are 13 hearts, as you will see across the top right there, 13 hearts out of 52. And then there is one card right there. There's one card, get a different color, right? There is one card here, right in here, one card, you can see me circled, that has that it's a king and a heart, and so you subtract and you get that 16 out of 52. So this is one example. We'll look at more of using the and rule.